Hello, my name is Laquan Crawford, and this is The Rant, show here at Dash Diggity, where I rant about petty, nonsensical garbage that you probably don't care about. Don't forget to like us on Twitter or follow us on Twitter. Go add us as a friend on Facebook if you so please to do so. I mean, you can, have me or one of the miscellaneous other people that run the channel comment on something stupid you did, and or one of your stupid Facebook pictures that we don't care about. But anyway, recently, everyone, even though it's kind of a couple weeks too far down, people have been talking about Lance Armstrong and his whole doping and letting the fans down because he didn't really earn the medals and the Tour de France, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I can understand that taking his first few, I don't know how many he won before he got the cancer, but you could take those away if he was doping during that. But after that, he's just doping to keep even. I mean, the guy's only got one testicle. Suffice it to say, man, you need probably both of them in order to keep your testosterone levels high. You wouldn't tell some guy he's like bad in bed because he uses like Viagra. Well, clearly that guy doesn't have enough testosterone. Some girl doesn't kick some guy out because he's got to pop a couple pills before he drills them. No, and you don't kick Lance Armstrong out of a freaking. It's a bike race. No one cares. I guarantee for every time that Lance Armstrong doped him, like the rest of those guys are doping too. If anything, you should give those guys pins that calls them losers for not beating a guy with less testosterone who is adding more testosterone, and they're probably doing the same thing. I guarantee if you run down the list and they had tested all those people's urine, they probably were all doing the same thing. And then like Oprah, he gets on Oprah and he's like, don't get me wrong, he's cheated on a technical level. Cheating in competition is always bad, but he got on Oprah. He was straight. He dropped from his own organization where he is like for people with cancer, and got on Oprah and was straight up, not like everyone else has been on Oprah or whatever, and was just like, and Oprah's like, did you do it? And you're like, maybe, kind of, sort of, I guess. No, he was like, yes, I used performance enhancing drugs, and he says he wouldn't have been able to even compete in the Tour de France without them, and that makes sense. You probably won't like it, but it makes sense. I mean, when you lack the testosterone you need to keep your athleticism up, you got to make up. I think that under his circumstances, he should have been fine. This is probably the first rant it's ever directed not at the person themselves, because I don't hate Lance Armstrong for using testosterone or doping or steroids to help him win. He needed that. It's what motivated him. I mean, you could argue that it would mean a lot more if he had won with just his one testicle and the low testosterone, but he probably wouldn't have. And therefore, you guys would have no inspiration. So all you people going around throwing off your yellow bands and saying Lance Armstrong let you down. One, you looked up to some dude who rides a bike. Why would you even do that? Like people who looked up to Michael Phelps and like, oh, and Justin Bieber and all like, oh, I wish Justin Bieber wasn't smoking weed. I wish Mike Phelps wasn't smoking weed. Michael Phelps, you know how boring it is swimming? He needed weed to continue swimming because he was probably in the water going, whoa, that's amazing, bro. My hands go through it like it's water. Justin Bieber probably needs weed to sing the songs he doesn't write. They're probably terrible. For all I know, Justin Bieber's probably like the greatest singer of all time, but they make him sing garbage songs all the time. I don't think he writes any of his songs. Suffice to say, Lance Armstrong needed those to get through what he was doing. And the only scumbag thing he's ever done is break up with Sharon Osbourne when she had cancer. No, sorry, not Sharon Osbourne, Sheryl Crow. I believe that's who he was dating. I could be wrong. Feel free to adjust what I'm saying in the comments. He broke up with his girlfriend who had like gotten breast cancer, and she stayed with him while he had cancer. That's kind of douchey. And if they took like a medal away for being a douche, I'd accept that one. But in terms of like the steroids, he should at least keep like 4 of them he did after he lost testicle. He should keep them because he lost a testicle. Go ahead, go. I have a knife. Take something that looks a lot like this. Take it and put it in your testicles and take one out, and then go try to run a mile. If you're in a runner, and then tell me how you feel. After and like this is just crude surgery. He got good surgery. Go out there, remove one of your testicles if you're an athlete, and go play sports and see how you feel when you hop off the field. Other than that, leave Lance Armstrong alone. Oprah, shut up. You're fat and secretly a lesbian with Gail. We all know we're not dumb, okay? So leave Lance Armstrong alone and give him his medals back. At least a couple of them. You can't take away the guy's accomplishments, but whatever. You can take a couple away for him being a douche with Sharon Stone or whoever he was married to, but I really do. I don't know what to say about people. The fact that they're either so stupid to look up to an athlete who doesn't care about them, or to be mad at him for using steroids when he needed them, and admits that he needed them, and was like upfront about it. Everyone else that's ever done this in the past is always like, no, I never did steroids. No, never happened. No, and then they come out and they're like, yeah, I did steroids. See, that's how the Salem witch trials got started, because a bunch of girls were going around saying they were getting bewitched, and then like 10 years later, after people died, then they were like, oh yeah, no, we weren't. See, yeah, think about Google. Go ahead, Google it. Watch Crucible. You'll see what happens. I just took a class about it. Not just it's not a game, people. Anyway, the Crucible and Winona Ryder, when she ever becomes relevant again, will be a rant for another time. Anyway, like I said, my name is Lacon Crawford, and if you're upset about what I said, it's probably because I'm right.